Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life a Runway, and I'm here in my weekly makeup basket. Ooh, this is the video where every week, most weeks, we miss some, but most weeks, we go through the makeup collection to pull items to use for the upcoming week. So these are the items that we had pulled for last week, and I'm so proud we got used these multiple times. We're gonna just talk about it, okay? We're gonna dive in. I got some new makeup to show you. We're gonna talk about a new series. We're just gonna hang out. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Look, y'all, I'm in my jammies. I just took my makeup off. I'm in my glasses. Got a glass of wine, so if you want wine, tea, water, whatever you want, something to sip on. It's Thursday night filming this, and my friend and I were hanging out. And I was like, you know what? Sorry, Morty was being aggressive. So I just stopped filming. He's barking about something. Haven't figured it out yet. But where was I? Oh, my friend was over. We're hanging out. We're making, like, talking about... Okay, let me back up. We wanted to make digital vision boards, but we just had kind of like a brainstorming, a little get together, and it was just mostly just us talking about like how life is, things we want to work on, just like body image stuff, professional goals, all that like good girlfriend talk. So we were drinking wine as we do it. So I was like, you know what? Let me finish my wine with the weekly makeup basket fam, and let me I have a paper on it because we still have flies. It's the end of summer, and so I just don't want things getting in my drink. But anyways, let me film this video because I have a busy day tomorrow on Friday, which is when I normally film, and I know I won't have time to film and edit, and I don't want to miss a weekly makeup basket. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just finish the night, hang out with you guys. We can finish the wine together, talk about makeup, and we can also pick makeup for the upcoming week. But also I have a new series that we'll talk about in just a moment. So let's recap this makeup really quick, and then we'll kind of dive into the series, and I have a couple of empties to share with you guys. So I really loved this collection of makeup. Again, second week of pulling cult classics here on YouTube. There's a reason they are so good. So we pulled the CoverGirl. This is the fresh, the Clean Fresh powder. Mine's in 120 Fair. I really like this as a like finishing powder. Well, that's what I used it mostly for this week, but we'll put that back. Really enjoyed using the It Cosmetics powder. Sorry, Lily is drinking water. And this is in a project pan that I'm doing only on Instagram. It's 6 by Santa, and it's just pictures. There's no video. But all of that project pan is over there, and this is in it. The intro is up. In a couple weeks we'll have the first update, so we're gonna leave that out. Love the Charlotte Tilbury. All of you guys said in the comments last week that you were gonna pull yours after I pulled mine, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I loved it. It was so nice. Beautiful product to use for the week, but we will put that back. Okay, this project pan, this Tarte Exposed Highlights, we'll leave that in. But I loved this combo this week. I'm actually going to leave out this Urban Decay Solstice to use just for Friday, tomorrow morning, and then I'll put it away. Love it. Absolutely love it. I always get so many compliments when I wear this color on my eyelids, and I find that it paired really well with both of these Lorac palettes. So I ended up using the Nudes palette the most for the week. So I really paired it with some of the nudes in here. Also, I did some looks that were the shimmers, and I loved it. It was so good, but we will put it back for the week. I'm going to keep this one out just for tomorrow, and then we'll put it away. This palette actually pairs really well with the Solstice Eyeshadows single, because this single pulls a lot of different colors depending on what you pair it with. And so some of these cool colors, like the cool gray, these browns look really pretty in the crease. I want to try maybe the cool gray and the plum in the crease tomorrow with this. I think that would be such a pretty combo to mix together. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't use this one as much as I used the other one, so that's another reason I want to get one more wear out of it. These still perform well for being a few years old. I absolutely love them. So like I said, I'll just pull these to wear tomorrow, and then I'll put them away after that. These two are Project Pan items, so we'll just set them to the side. They are, of course, going to stay in. Two Hourglass products. I really enjoyed using both of these. This is the Luminous Bronze Light. This is the bronzer. We'll put that back, but I did enjoy it. And also the Ambient Luminous Flush. I decided that so I have a Makeup Basket Express. I talk about it every few makeup baskets. But when I'm done with my Project Pan blush in there, the Ciate Summer Love Blush, I think I want to put this in there and use it up, pan it up, because it's beautiful. Even though it looks kind of bright and pan, it's actually just really nice natural color. But it's a couple years old, so might as well just use it. But we'll put that back. And then I really enjoyed these, the Ofra Blissful Blinding Highlight. Absolutely blinding, but we'll put that back. And then Urban Decay Fetish. Let me keep this just for Friday, and then I'll put it back, because I only think I used it one time. I was mostly using this Hourglass blush for the week, so we'll pull that, or keep it out just for tomorrow, and then put it back. So let me put these Project Pan items back in here, and then let me just zoom you up. Okay, so a couple of items aren't going to get pulled from the basket, so let me just talk about those real quick. I'm panning a Too Faced Hangover Primer, which we're making pretty good progress, but we're not going to pull another primer because we're really focusing on that. We are panning the Revlon Candid Glow. I really think 1 or 2 more weeks is all we have left in here. We'll see what happens. Sometimes products end up lasting a little bit longer than you think. So we're not going to pull a foundation because we have this one. So we will pull like a finishing powder and an under eye setting powder, because I have been using the It Cosmetics to set that. As far as concealer, we have a Project Pan concealer, which is the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. Last week I talked about it, but I pulled the stopper out, so it's getting pretty serious for this Project Pan. So we won't pull a concealer. And then as far as setting spray, we have the Milani Fruit Fetish. Again, another Project Pan item. So we won't need to pull that. So those items won't be pulled. So we're pulling bronzer, blush, highlighter, eyeshadow palettes, finishing powder. So there's still plenty we can pull, but that's what we're doing with that category. So we're going to shift over, talk about a couple of empties, talk about the new series, and then we'll shop the stash. Okay, we'll see how these glasses work with the ring lights. These are just from Zinni Opticals. I got them maybe around almost a year ago. Not quite, but almost a year ago. Okay, we have Lily here. We have Morty here. She's stepping on the empties. Girl, get off. Okay, so a couple of empties that I just want to share with you guys. Like I said, I'm in my PJs. We got a glass of wine. Cheers if you don't drink. Drink something else. A couple of empties I just want to share you. Not enough for their own video, but I still wanted to share them. So, Matrix Biolage shampoo and conditioner. I did finish these up. And I actually repurchased these. Y'all, Jared's here.
What's happening, y'all?
Ooh.
Baby makeup basket.
They miss you because I usually film when you're not here.
Well, I'm here. And I love y'all.
The love, the L word.
Big hearts.
Big hearts. I actually love these and so much that I repurchased them when Ulta was having their leader sale. So I already have more of those. This I bought during Vlogmas. I don't know if you guys remember, but it's Good Chemistry Magnolia Violet. It's just a body spray that I got from CVS and I liked it, used it. Have another one, just a different scent. I actually bought 2 in that video, so I'm using the other one. Used Up Purity face wash. This was in my shower only, and I did really enjoy it. It lasted a really long time. I tend to keep a face wash in my shower and then one by the sink. So when I'm in the shower, I have one, and then when I'm just washing my face at night, I have another one. We used up the Perricone MD. This is a nightly moisturizer that came in FabFitFun. This stuff retails for like over $100. It was nice. It had a really nice citrus smell. It very fragranced, but it absorbed nicely into my skin, and it's kind of like not thick, not thin, right in the middle. So it was a really nice moisturizer. I wouldn't purchase that, but it was good. We finished up actually 2 IT Cosmetics items. First was the Superhero Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras, but it's done. And then just a sample of the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer, oil free. This is what their gripping primer. So finish that up, and here is, I'm saving all my makeup empties for the year in this bin. We did it last year as well, so we're about halfway. The goal is to get to the top, so we had a few things to add to that. And then I had a nail polish go bad on me, the Sally Hansen Insta Dry and Petal Pushers. This was one of my favorite colors for a while. I had it for about 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, something like that. But I used it last week, and you know, it's just like stringy and it applies patchy, and I just couldn't make it work. I think can you pour like nail polish remover in it to fix it? Let me know. I will try to revive it if I can, but I have to let that go. So not very many empties, that was it. Just a few things. But I don't like for them to like build up, because then just takes a while to talk about them. Alright, so my series idea is actually from you guys in the comment section. I get a lot of comments that are like, how do you just pull one thing for the week, like in that category? So how do you just pull one eyeshadow palette for the week? How do you pull just one blush palette for the week? Because usually the comment says, because I like variety, or that you like variety, or that you could never just have one of an item. And I was like, you know what? Like, I think I'm thinking too practical over here. I typically just pull one of each item because that's what's realistic for me to use for the week. But like, we're filming YouTube videos over here. We can't be practical. So we're gonna do a series of pick 5, and every video will be like a different category, but in that category we'll pick 5 of it. So 5 blush for the week, or 5 eyeshadows for the week, or whatever, 5 bronzers for the week. And the goal is to use all of them one time. I'm excited because I think it's gonna allow a lot more rotation in my collection, but it's also like a little bit of a challenge. So today is gonna be eyeshadows. We're gonna pick 5 eyeshadows that we will use at least one time next week. And then let me know in this video in the comments what category we should do that for next week. And the other thing is, I got a couple of new makeup products that I'll show you guys, but I did post a makeup haul this week. It's 3 months worth of makeup that I've purchased over the last 3 months. So we're gonna jet over here and shop the stash. Okay, here we go. We're at the collection. Ooh. We're gonna skip concealers and lips for now. So we're done. We're done over there. But we are gonna pull a finishing powder. Yeah. So I want to actually just go ahead and pull this little gem. This is the number 7 Triple Action Finishing Powder in Light. Jessica Braun put pretty much all of us onto it. So I'm going to use this to set my under eyes and also as a finishing powder. So we'll pull that. Okay, over here we have some blushes and all of my highlighters. So I want to pull... Okay, I know you can't see me, but I'm going to close my eyes and just pick one. I can, like... I don't really know what they all are. Like, these are mostly MAC, so they all feel the same. So I don't know, like, which is which. So... Oh, we know that's Becca. Come on now. Ooh, okay. We're going to go with this one, MAC, Oh Darling. Another YouTube cult classic. I'm not playing in this. It's just where the heart is taking us. So let's pull this for the week.
She planned it all.
Oh my gosh. Lies. Okay, we will skip these blushes and pull from the section down below. But let's get our 5 eyeshadow palettes. Oh my gosh, are you guys so excited? Okay, so 5 eyeshadow palettes. There's no like rhyme or reason, no rules, just a palette that I have to use one time. 5 palettes I have to use one time each. So, okay, the first one that we are going to pull is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. For some reason, I've said this for years, ever since I purchased it. It's still such a neglected palette in my collection. I say that every single time I pull it. I don't know why it's so overlooked. But this is what it looks like on the inside. So like I said, it's a pretty big palette to use one time. But the goal is just to use it one time and we'll put it away after that. So that's palette number 1. Palette number 2. Oh, okay. Let's go with the Urban Decay Born This Way. This one, it's not neglected, but it's also not used regularly. Last year, I was doing a palette a month, and was that last year or was that the year before last? I don't even remember, guys. That's crazy. So at some point in the past, we used this for a full month straight, and I got to use every color at least once, and I really enjoyed it. So I think this would be a pretty palette to use one time. Oh, and also I declared this week that it's officially fall in our house. So we have Gilmore Girls playing. We have pumpkin spice latte pumpkin spice creamer for coffee. We have the Bath and Body Works marshmallow fireside candle going. Like, it's freaking 90 degrees right now, but I have declared it, okay? So these fall colors will be nice to go along with that vibe. Okay, so we have 2. We need 3 more. Let's go with, looking at these Urban Decay palettes. Naked 3, we pulled fairly recently for a palette, but I really want to go back into this, especially, you know, they released that mini Naked 3 palette. This is my original first ever high-end palette that I ever bought, pretty close to when it came out, maybe like within 6 months of when it came out. So this is a little bit on the older side, but it still performs well, and I think it'll be a nice contrast to the warm tone palettes that we've picked. So we will pull that. So that's 3 palettes. So we need 2 more. Okay, I think I'm done with looking through there. I think I'm done here. Let's pull some, over here. Let's pull the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. This is an all matte palette, as it says. This is like a legendary palette on YouTube, so this would be an all matte day. I mean, I guess I could pull into a shimmer from another palette, but I might enjoy having an all matte eyeshadow look. So we'll pull that. That's number 4. So what's going to be lucky number 5? I'm kind of thinking a ColourPop palette. Here's, that's a bit much. I mean, that's very fall, but let's pull this guy. Nude Mood ColourPop palette. This one is a nude, all natural type palette. Again, a little bit on the warm side, but will still be a nice contrast to some of the more fall palettes. So I think we'll have a good variety of eyeshadows to use for the week. Alright, so we're going to skip loose setting powders, but we need a bronzer, and you already know who is in our way. Momo! We work around him. That's what we do. We just work around him. And I think what I want to pull is one of my favorites, the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This is like iconic in my collection, at least. Obviously it's well loved, but let's give it some love for the week. Poor baby. This is definitely one that, like, I'm gonna repurchase when I use it up. So what's the rush in using it up? But Makeup does go bad, but powder products tend to last for quite a while. So we're good with bronzer. These are like face palettes, so I think we'll skip those for the week. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't wait to see what category you guys say for next week, because it could be face palettes, which then we would choose 5 of those. Ooh, or it could be like bronzer or highlight. We're gonna get through each category. Okay, we'll get there, but yeah, I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. New makeup, let's zoom into that. So most of this makeup was talked about in the haul, but some of it I just purchased this week. So this one, I blame you, girl, Priscilla. Posted on your Instagram about the Wet n Wild makeup. I thought you couldn't find it. It's at Target online. Just go ahead and put a little Target order in and you can find it. So I purchased 2 things. I got the setting spray. Well, I tried to focus on things that I knew I liked the formula of, because I have other things like it. So I know I like their spray, the Wet n Wild setting spray face mist. This one's In Love with Cocoa. Listen. This smells like Too Faced famous chocolate smell in a spray. Like, it is chocolate. Maybe like a little bit too much chocolate, but I'm excited to enjoy my journey with it. It was $4.99 at Target, and we're just gonna play with it this week. Well, we're not gonna pull it because, you know, that'll be our treat when we use up that Project Pan setting spray. But we are going to pull this one, which is the Wet n Wild Be My Honey. So this appears to be 2 highlighters. The other colors look like they would be a little bit too dark for me. So I thought that we would try this out. And let me get a swatch for you. All right, here's what they look like. It's kind of like a gold shade and then like a darker shade. Okay, so I've done it in the past where you use like a darker highlight as like a bronzer topper or like a slight contour. I read it like, you know, online, like as makeup tips, but it kind of helps the light hit your face a little bit differently. You just have to keep a really light hand. So I think it would be pretty to try like that. Or as an eyeshadow. I don't think this as a highlighter would do too well on my skin tone. And then this one, I'll try it as a highlighter. It's very gold, so it might be a little bit too much for my skin tone, but again, it would make a pretty eyeshadow if it doesn't work. So I'm excited. I'm going to keep it regardless because I think the packaging is cute and I think the whole line is cute, how it's all like different color themes. And I do like the honey, the eyeshadow palette that came out, but like if you get past the packaging, it's really just a neutral palette. So I decided not to get it, but let me wipe these swatches off my hand so I'm not getting stuff all over all the other makeup. Okay, so then you guys know, if you follow my Instagram at Make Life Your Own Way, did some CVS couponing this week. I had a lot, okay? Didn't want them to go bad. So, as you can see, we got a nail polish. This is Orally, and the color is Shift Happens, and I thought this would be a pretty color for fall. I'm not going to pull it quite this week, but it is going to be pulled here in the near future. I had a coupon. Okay, so this is like $8.99, and I paid like $3.35 for it. Then I had a coupon to get this mascara on sale, and then with all the other coupons on top, I ended up paying under $3 for it, the Maybelline Volume Express Mega Plush. But I don't need it to open a mascara, so we're not going to pull that. And then I had another coupon for L'Oreal, certain percentage off or something. This ended up being less than $3, and it's like a $10 lip gloss. But I've seen so many ads for this lip gloss. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Gloss 8-Hour Wear, and I got the color 885 Shell Pink, and I haven't even swatched it yet. So let's swatch it together, and I am going to pull this one oh yeah, that is my color. Yes, ma'am. Doesn't, kind of has a sweet smell. I was going to say it doesn't have a smell, but I think it's a little bit of a sweet smell. So we will pull this. So I think I tell you guys these things to keep me accountable, but I am going to do a video that is fall lip picks, so that I don't have to keep sharing the same lip products for a season. I can always just keep referring back to that video. And I think that this color would be a really pretty fall, really it's year round, but I think it would be pretty in the fall. So that video is going to come in the next, it'll probably be a few weeks, because I need to inventory what I have, and I need to make decisions about potentially buying some new stuff. So if there's, like, what is the fall lip trend? Like, I'm just kind of referencing back to, like, the traditional darker lip, but is there a new trend right now? Like, let me know. I'm not even sure. The rest of this we've talked about. It's in the haul. We've gone through it. I'm just leaving it in here because I still want to do, like, a get ready with me with it. So that's going to come at some point. No timeline with these videos. Just know that they'll come. They'll come. But we do need some blush. Okay. Let's see. So this is the other one I was mentioning that I've tried. Like, so this Wet n Wild Duo, it's kind of a similar, at least packaging. So I thought maybe the formula would be similar. Lily is just walking on my makeup in here. Alright, what stands out? Ooh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mark is safe. He had a fall. Mark is good. We're good. I'm trying to think. I think because we have so many wild lipsticks and bright highlighters. Oh my gosh, she is on the get off of it! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She said girls just want to have fun, play with some makeup.
Just wanted to help, Mom.
Just wanted to help. It's okay. Just gonna scoot that away from her little paws. Okay. So I think we should pick maybe a more neutral blush. So the ones that are coming to mind, let's pull two. The Clinique Nude Pop, like classic nude, like, I don't know, plays well with all. So I think that would be pretty to play with, kind of more bold choices with our selections. And Luminoso, classic. I used to have a full size, but now I just have this mini guy, and we will pull that to use as well. Okay, so we are good here. We're not going to pull any single eyeshadows. We don't need any, like, primer or foundation right now, so we don't need that. These are just a few extra palettes that we're not going to pull. This over here has, like, some costume jewelry on one side and nail polish on the other side. I went ahead and pulled out all my nail polishes that look like summer, because I want to use them one last time to see what's still good to keep until next summer. But just like the lip video, I want to do a fall nail polish video, because I'm, like, really into nail polishes right now. But I've learned I only need about 4 or 5 for a season, so I just want to do, like, a realistic fall nail polish video. Again, are there colors trending? I'm just thinking the traditional colors, like dark grays, maybe a black, that kind of thing. But let's put it all together and see what we're working with. Okay, so this is everything that we're pulling. We have a couple highlighters that we will play with, one new, one classic. The Tarte bronzer, the number 7 finishing powder and under eye setting powder, 2 neutral blush options that we'll play with, a new lip gloss, and then 5 eyeshadow palettes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to be really focused. I know I can for sure do 3 palettes, but we're gonna have to be very intentional to get in here to use all of them. So let me know what you think about this series. Let me know what category to do next. Thank you all so much for being here, for supporting my channel, and enjoying this series that's been going on for years. There's always the playlist at the end of all the weekly makeup basket videos of every weekly makeup basket video I've ever done, and legit there's like over 4 years, probably like 5 years of videos, 6 years of videos, I don't even know. So you can just binge and binge and binge. You can see how much my collection has grown. We started small, y'all, and look at us now. Alright, thank you all so much for being here. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!